Oh, the brown.
The brown.
Yeah. That's the first one I had.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
It's really smooth for a dark beer. Mm-hmm. Very smooth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm the first one I'm doing is the General NU.
The IPA?
No, the Pale Ale.
Oh, the Pale Ale. Yeah.
The Winter Strength Pale Ale.
I wonder what that means, winter strength.
I think it just means higher alcohol.
You think they add like a wintergreen flavoring to it? They put like pine needles in it? Could be.
Maybe.
I don't know.
It's good. It actually reminds me a lot of Rising North.
Rising North? Oh, okay.
I mean, it's not quite a crusher.
Yeah.
I think the bitterness is a little higher than some pales, but it's a solid beer.
Good
At
deal.
6.9%, it's a little high.
Well, you're drinking a small one though, so
Yeah.
you're. Stevens, what do you got?
So I was really curious to try this one. Got the Fair Sing Ale.
Oh yeah.
And I know John tried this one earlier, and I've just taken my first few sips, and I love it. It's it's supposed to be like a traditional British ale, but it's got a little Minnesota flavor in it with the wild rice.
Wild rice,
and that,
yep.
You know, you can taste that, and they call it their wild rice mild because it's not quite as maybe hoppy as some of their other beers, but delicious.
So let's talk about the space here a little bit, guys. It is upstairs in I don't know what you classify this building as, kind of an old like office.
It was
Office building, complex.
When you walk in, it has that feel, but once you get upstairs, it doesn't really feel like an office building.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it. It looks nice. And
I like that you can look down onto the brewing equipment.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
yeah,
Kinda nice.
It's not a huge brewing area, but I mean, it looks quite nice, and it actually looks like they have a little bit of automation involved, which always impresses me.
I mean, it's not a big. The space doesn't look that big, but I think it actually is bigger than it looks because we're upstairs.
Sure.
I think upstairs makes it look a little smaller. I think it's probably about as big as Omni.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's just that the space being upstairs and the way they've arranged it makes it look a little more quaint.
Yeah, and they have the cool nook back there.
Yeah.
And then they also have dartboards over there.
Like a whole nother room.
Out into the brewing area.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have dartboards over there. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean,
Real dartboard.
it's a nice little place.
Yeah, and it's Spring Lake Park, right off of what road are we off of?
University.
And I was
University.
curious about that. This must be awfully close to Fridley. I mean,
Yeah, I think it is.
I was assuming
right on the
we were in
border.
Fridley, but-
Well,
Past.
and
yes,
Home
okay.
Depot is actually Blaine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
so
there's one right up here.
we're kind of
Yeah.
on the
That's
corner.
connected by the mall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Mike-
because there's another Home Depot down in Fridley.
Right.
Where the Cub is, because I used to live in this area.
My-
But every time but it comes up Minneapolis.
It all comes up
It
Minneapolis.
all comes up Minneapolis in this quadrant.
Yeah, it's just bizarre. Like the towns must be so kind of like intertwined.
Yeah.
And it's silly that it comes up Minneapolis because you have a city between, actually you have even Hilltop down
Yeah.
here.
Hilltop,
that is
yep.
between the cities, but
Yep.
it comes up Minneapolis.
Minneapolis, yep.
Well, I'm in Brooklyn Park and my address comes up Minneapolis.
Yeah, my work comes up in Minneapolis too. We're in Brooklyn Park.
I think you're in the metro. You're either Minneapolis or St. Paul most of the time, which is kind of frustrating.
But it's a nice, cool new brewery they have here. I'm trying to think what the closest brewery to this one would be. Would it be Alloy in Coon Rapids? Or would it be...
Well,
Is there anything in...
it would actually be
What?
our favorite.
If you're basing it off the beers,
I mean, no, close. I mean, distance.
Yeah. Think about it. I don't want to disparage this brewery.
Oh, you're talking about... Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the one by my work in Europe.
Yes,
Yeah,
the
you're
one
right.
that will remain nameless.
We're not going to talk about that one.
Yeah, that's probably the closest.
Yeah, okay. But
And then probably Alloy.
and then Alloy, yeah. But I won't say that name of that brewery because we're never going to go there.
Yeah. And then I guess it might be maybe Invictus or maybe going south to like Dangerous Man.
Invictus is closer. Invictus is right up 65.
Yeah,
but
but
that's a long
closer
way
for
up.
you. It's not for me.
Alloy is a little bit further.
Well, we're talking about from this vicinity, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, but I mean Invictus is a ways up.
yeah, it is.
I mean, I guess, I don't know, maybe Alloy and Invictus might be
Yes,
pretty
if
safe.
you're going during rush hour, yes, Alloy's closer. 65 in rush hour, don't do it.
Yeah.
But I think it's. I would actually say Invictus is.
It might be. It might be.
I forgot all about Invictus, and I apologize.
But it kind of adds to the whole like northwest metro microbrewery thing going on a little bit.
Park's getting one.
This is Spring Lakes.
This is
St. Paul.
well,
was
so
like-
by your house. Oh, you gonna go there a lot?
Oh.
Is it German?
Are
You know what it
Are
is?
they going to sell Michelob Golden Light?
Michelob Gold Night.
You know what? I'm graduating, I think.
Oh, it's good. It's a good deal. Good deal.
Thank you, Germany.
Thank you, Germany. That's right.
Deutschland.
Before we get into Johnny's trip to Germany,
The motherland.
the motherland, let's talk about the home opener for the Loons because they announced that today, April 13th, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we were kind of going back and forth on text messages. They're going to play how many weeks?
Well, we don't
away
know.
from home potentially.
I mean, I would
Potentially.
assume it's 5 weeks.
potentially
They haven't announced a season opener, but isn't it typically
March
mid-March?
2nd.
March 2nd. Yeah.
Oh, it's that early. Was it that early this year?
Yeah, so our first game of the season is March 3rd.
Okay, so they have
Yeah.
announced
Against
that.
Vancouver.
Okay, so
Yeah.
they announced a couple dates, and that was one of them, the opener and the home opener.
Yeah, so I mean, I would assume unless there might be a weekend off or
Yeah.
international break of some kind.
We brought up some good points about why they're doing it April 13th.
Yeah.
My point was, I think they want the new stadium to be open when it's potentially more warmer
Yeah.
around here, and they can do more outdoor activities. Because it's a new stadium, they want people to be there. They don't want a snowstorm,
Right.
you know. And Sterling, you brought up the point of, well, they don't actually get the keys to the castle until
Mid to late February.
February. Exactly right.
And so, I mean, you could argue that they might only have a week
Yeah.
to move in, which
Yeah.
wouldn't work.
Oh, so when you say keys to the castle,
No, they're on time.
the team's not going to be able to move in to that.
No.
to that.
The deal is this. So, working in construction, I know this a little bit.
Yeah.
Is that when they build a new facility, they have to finish off all there's of course the contract. There's change orders that go into the contract. So there's a lot of extra stuff that goes into it. Then you have a punch list of extra things you have to do after the contract change orders are done. Turn all your manuals, do all of your extra stuff, and then they give the keys over from the construction management team, which is I think Mortensen.
Right.
Mortensen then gives the keys over to Bill McGuire and the Loons.
Okay.
At this
And-
point.
and that's the primary reason. But I mean,
Yeah.
I think the point that you brought up, having a later home opener here in
Yeah.
Minnesota with the weather, that's certainly a good thing too. And I mean, I'm a fair weather fan. Literally a fair weather fan. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
a fair weather fan of this team.
Fair weather.
But
Yeah, fair
I
weather.
prefer games in good weather.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but
I do
so
too.
I'm not complaining about it other
Then
than
what was the point of getting the team?
it's going to
We
be.
expect this.
And what was the point of heating the field,
Yeah.
heating the stands,
I mean, it's-
making sure 85% of the stands
we
are
can't
covered?
sit here and bitch about it because this is what we wanted. We are going to play in shitty weather. If we ever host that goddamn final, it's
Look.
going to be goddamn cold.
Johnny,
Well,
if we
actually, it
go
won't
to
be because that's another subject we have to talk about.
Yeah.
The playoff structure has changed,
Yes.
Yeah.
It changed.
and it won't be nearly as cold.
But so April 13th is the opener
Yes.
against. Is it New York?
Yeah, New York City. Yeah.
No,
Red-
sorry.
Red Bulls.
Is it Red Bulls?
It's NYC.
NYC, Red Bulls,
Red Bulls.
No, it's NYC.
NYC, Red Bulls, NYC.
Dave, hurry up.
Dave, looking it up on his computer. Diligently looking it up.
I think it's NYC.
You think it's NYC?
Am I wrong?
Well,
Okay, well, Dave will look it up.
whatever it is.
It's one of the New York teams.
One of the New York teams. April 13th, which should be in the 50s or 60s.
Yeah.
Well, now wait a minute. Didn't we have about a foot of snow this past April?
Okay,
did, yeah.
that's,
Date?
let's not talk
So
about that right
That's
now.
very true.
We
Yeah.
really could have
My
anything.
apologies.
It is
I'm wrong.
NYC.
Stat guy's a little slow here, by the way.
He is. I'm pretty sure he's just scrolling through
I
reading
said
things
that.
now.
I said Red Bulls because I was looking at the Europa.
No, I got it right here. It is New York City FC.
Good job, Dave. Good
I
job.
don't know if somebody already brought that up or not.
You earn your wage for the week. But
I can say it's going to be on ESPN
so
Yes,
at,
that's
at
true.
4
That's
p.m.
true.
At 4
That's
p.m.
4 p.m.,
Yeah.
So that means another 6-1 loss.
is that no?
1-6.
No.
No, because NYC now has. I mean, they've lost David Villa, so he won't be there.
Yeah.
And it, I mean,
But I mean,
we now have Jan Gregus.
yeah, we do. Yeah. To go along with Darwin
Right.
and Miguel Ibarra. That's
So
right.
yeah, the game's
Maybe.
on Saturday afternoon. There's a good chance that game will
Saturday
be sold
afternoon,
out.
that'll be a
This
sellout.
team is going to give us the cup before the Super Bowl Vikings ever get it.
Oh, that's a big statement.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say
Well,
we're going
John-
to win the cup in the next 7 years.
7 years.
Yes.
So the 7th year, though.
7
I
years.
was going to say 5 to 7, but
No.
I felt like I'd feed into Dave's
7
7-year
years.
plan.
The Vikings could win a Super Bowl in February of 2019. That would be a couple months.
Well, yes.
Almost a
Again,
year.
we'll go back to the bunny ears. Could
Could, yeah.
This team is not a Super Bowl team.
Well, we're not
you have
talking
Kirk
about.
Cousins? You can't be a Super Bowl
Yeah.
team. Sorry.
A big game. TV televised. He doesn't win. Like I posted.
Yeah. A
Well-
winning record. He can't beat winning records. Can't. Anyway,
So, anywho, it's going to be a big extravaganza. The weather should turn out hopefully well,
it should.
and we'll be a couple weeks into the season at that point.
Several weeks.
Several weeks.
But you can't assume that because last year home opener was beautiful. Second game sucked.
That's true.
So don't assume that in Minnesota.
Well, they made it late enough where it should be. They have a good chance.
Can't complain. We got what we wanted, and we have it.
Yeah. I would seriously sit in 20-degree weather. So
Well,
And
yeah.
we did.
We have.
We did last earlier
on a
this
regular
year.
basis. Sorry.
Home opener last year, we've done it.
Yeah.
I will say this: Mr. McGuire has spared, and his partners have spared no expense on the stadium. The lighting of the
Lighting's
stadium,
incredible.
It's awesome. Saw it this
which I have to say again, I saw the lighting design before it even came out, and I was
Right.
impressed back then. My company didn't get the lighting package, but we did bid on it, and I was impressed with the amount of lighting and all the color changes they were going to have.
Yeah.
And seeing it now, it's like, yeah, this thing is impressive.
And so John would know this then. So because this Allianz Field, it's kind of based off the Allianz Field in Munich, isn't it,
Allianz
John?
Arena.
Arena?
Allianz Arena in
There's
Munich.
a few Alliances. I don't know if they look the same.
But what about the one in Munich? Doesn't it kind of have a similar feel to it?
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It's all. No, I'm not saying it. It's more round oval shape. It doesn't dip. It's just more round.
I just wonder if the lighting here that we have is unique to other Allianz Field stadiums.
Naturally, from what I've seen, Bayern's is pretty damn amazing.
Yeah. And from my understanding, McGuire said that he saw Bayern Munich and wanted that type of thing. But yeah, the lighting at Munich, I think, is
It's
Yeah.
obviously they're going to put more money into that one. Let's not.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a whole different ballgame.
yeah.
It's the NFL over there.
But I really liked how we've only seen blue, right? The entire time we've only
right.
ever seen blue lights.
Yeah.
And
It's
finally
doesn't
yesterday, or whatever day that was, maybe it was Tuesday,
Yeah.
they tweeted out,
Yeah.
did you really think we were only going to use blue?
Yeah, and they said some more
And
colors.
I mean, it was good because
Yeah.
they've been teasing the lights, and everybody was kind of like, well, it doesn't really, maybe doesn't look entirely like what we thought it was going to.
Yeah.
And then it's like, holy shit.
I knew there was going to be color changing, and them showing blue forever was like, okay, great. Dave showing us pictures of
Allianz Arena.
Allianz Arena.
in Munich.
Look at the one with the Bavarian flag.
Yeah, see, they got that
is
going on.
Sweet.
See, now the loons can do stuff like that. They can do
there's more lights in that one.
Yeah,
There's a hell of a lot more.
they can
lights.
do something.
they can
like
do
that,
something like that though.
but yeah.
And we will see, I'm sure, along the 4th of July, I'm sure we'll see some red, white, and blue things going
Yeah.
on and stuff like that.
I don't think we should let John talk anymore.
No, Johnny, he had
He's-
2 beers. And
He's
already,
getting a little worked up over the
yeah, I
Bayern
know.
Munich
Yeah.
stuff.
I didn't say anything. It's a beautiful stadium.
It's a beautiful
is.
stadium.
I've toured the
way
whole
better than
stadium.
Frankfurt.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my only point that I wanted to bring up. I have a feeling that Allianz Field is indeed kind of modeled or based after
Yeah,
Allianz.
Yeah,
Field.
and
it is.
and McGuire did say that he saw it and he liked that look, and that's kind of what influenced
We
him.
talked
Yeah.
about this stuff. It influenced them. But when did Allianz jump on